Right here is a second generation Chevrolet Cruze, and in this video we have problems that range from simple and easy to fix sensors all the way to catastrophic engine failure, so stay tuned. Our first problem is actually one that's very easy to fix by yourself, and that is the mass airflow sensor. Oftentimes, unfortunately, they go bad, and you want to diagnose it properly to make sure that it is the mass airflow sensor. Sometimes it could be the connector, so when you unplug it, check it, make sure the wires are good and there's no corrosion in there. But what you can do is temporarily use some mass airflow sensor cleaner. It's gentle enough to clean it, and it usually gives it a little bit more life so that you can have time to use the vehicle while you wait for a new mass airflow sensor to come in, which is the real fix for it. So once you replace it, you should be good to go. At 1A Auto, we sell parts that are paired with step-by-step instructional videos that'll show you how to fix your car yourself. So the next time you need parts for your car or truck, check us out at 1AUto.com. Our second problem is similar to the first one, but this one has to do with the boost pressure sensor, or the MAP sensor is also what it's called. Now, a lot of times the connector on it goes bad, and that doesn't mean the sensor itself can't be bad, but what it does is it puts the vehicle into limp mode, and that's basically extremely reduced power. It's just enough for you to get off the road into a safe area. Now, once you diagnose it by plugging in a scan tool and just looking at some data and codes, you want to address the problem correctly, and that means either replacing the connector or the sensor, or both. Once you fix it accordingly, clear that check engine light, take it for a test drive, and you should be good to go. Our third problem is going to be the AC compressor on this, which unfortunately tends to fail. Now, when you have internal failure of the AC compressor, it is crucial that you replace all the O-rings and seals that you disconnect in the AC compressor replacement procedure. Also, you want to replace other components such as the AC condenser, the lines, and the receiver dryer, because on an internal failure for an AC compressor, it'll shoot metal particles all through the system as it is broken, basically. So you want to get rid of all that because it's pretty much impossible to flush it out, and having that in the system will actually destroy the new AC compressor. With all those replaced, have a professional charge the system, and your problem should be solved. Our fourth problem is starting to get a little bit more serious on this engine, and that is burnt valves. Now what happens is there's a lot of carbon that builds up on them, and it can overheat and melt the valve. So when that valve closes, it can't seal up, which causes a rough running engine, misfires, excessive fuel consumption, and you want to make sure you diagnose this properly because other things can cause the same symptoms. But once you've found that it is a burnt valve, if you catch it early enough, you can pull the cylinder head off, replace the valve, check the seat, and then put it back together. Make sure that everything is sealed up. So you want to do a compression test, leak down test, and all that, and then you should be good to go. But if you don't catch it in time, you will have to replace the entire cylinder head because the valve seat is damaged. Our fifth and final problem is the pistons in this engine. Well, they tend to crack, unfortunately. So when that happens, you get a rough running engine, you get misfires, so check engine light, your oil is going to be contaminated. So you want to diagnose it because a rough running engine, of course, can be caused by other things. So do a cylinder leak down test, a compression test, and what you want to do in the end, if you find that that's your issue, is just replace the whole engine as an assembly. Now, when you do that, there are certain components that the manufacturer updated, so you want to make sure that whatever you're putting in is up to manufacturer specs, because that decreases the failure chances of the engine that you're putting in. A lot of this can be prevented if you just keep up on the maintenance of the engine, so keep the oil fresh. This is a turbocharged engine, so it sees a lot of heat in that oil. And if any issues arise, address them right away, because waiting on them can cause a lot more damage.